Hi everyone. In last video, we have started with operating system software. So in which we have seen about little bit about virtual memory. Then we have discussed there are key factors of memory management. There are three key points: virtual memory. There are policies and paging and segmentation. Then we have discussed about the fetch policy. From fetch policy, the operating system can brought the necessary pages for execution from secondary memory to the main memory. Then to accommodate in the main memory, the placement policy is enforced. Under placement policy, best fit, worst fit, and best fit, worst fit, and first fit are the three policies enforced. Then replacement policy comes in act when the placement policy couldn't find any free space in the main memory. So the replacement policy is comes in act to find out of existing pages which page can be replaced to make a room for new pages. So now we will start it by the very first page replacement algorithm, optimal. So before getting into this, there are some terminologies you should know how we are going to proceed through learning this page replacement algorithm. So here we are going to have some stream of numbers. So the stream of number is nothing but page numbers. So this C23215, so this stream of numbers is nothing but the CPU request. So the CPU is requesting in this order for the execution. That is, it is looking for this particular page, first 2, then after the 3, then 2, then 1 and 5 and so on. So if the CPU reference or request goes like this, by considering the number of pages we can have, the main memory have either 3 or 4 or 5 frames in it. So how effectively and efficiently this optimal algorithm does for the page replacement. So the ultimate goal of having such page replacement policies are to reduce the number of page fault. I hope already we have discussed page fault. Page fault is nothing but, say, if the CPU is trying to reference some page, if it is not available at that moment in the main memory, then which is called as a page fault. So as soon as a page fault occurs, the operating system will look for the requested page in the secondary memory. So there will be a fetch policy which is going to fetch, then placement policy which will try for to fit it somewhere in the main memory. If there is a no space, then a page replacement policy comes in act. So our ultimate goal is that to reduce the number of page fault. So at finally, after discussing 3 or 4 different page replacement algorithm, we will conclude out of 4 which one is best by comparing the number of page faults occurred in each. In optimal policy, it selects for replacement that pages for which the time to the next reference is longest. So by reading the the definition of this optimal policy, you may think it is very wide definition, but while practicing with some problems, so you will come to know that how exactly this optimal policy trying to reduce the number of page fault. But one point you have to remember, it is impossible to implement as it needs perfect knowledge about the future events. Say, so I can give you an example. In optimal policy, say it needs to predict, say we have a three frames in main memory, so there are three blocks. So all those three blocks frames are filled with some pages. So whenever a page needs to be replaced out of those three, the operating system needs to know in future which particular page is going to be referenced. So the page which is going to be requested later. So if you would take order, say let you assume that 5 6 7 are the pages which are resides in this three frame. So 5 and 6 are nearly going to referenced soon. So 7 is going to become after that. So we may replace 7. So you will figure out how it is going to handle it in the next slide.